Hello, beloved ones. It is wonderful to be with you again. Today I would speak of change. You are about to leave behind a year that has been full of change. For many of you, it has been somewhat difficult. 2009 was very much about the collective saturation point. For all of you, your growth cycles are unique to you, but you are also affected by the growth cycles of the collective. Sometimes that collective can be a small, communal collective. Sometimes it can be a global collective. What you have been experiencing this last year has been very much a global collective shift and change. For those of you that choose a spiritual path, one of consciousness, you will find that this coming year you will begin to experience the fruit of your labors, meaning that all the shifting that occurred internally will begin to have obvious manifestation externally. Now, this is not exactly true for every one of you. You will always have your individual journey and your individual process. But for many of you, this past year was a bit of a struggle. Sometimes you felt that you were moving through molasses instead of flowing down the river. This next year, for many of you, you will find yourself much more easily in the flow of life. For those of you that don't, please be patient with yourself and recognize that while you are affected by the collective, your own soul is putting you on a very strong individual path, and that you may not move with the collective as you see others moving with the collective. Trust always in your individual process. This is, as always, your life, not to be compared with others. Having said that, what is being asked of you as an individual and as part of the collective, if you do find you are flowing more easily in this next year, try to find time to give back to the collective. Any way that you can serve, any way that you feel an excess of joy or energy or freedom, look around you and see how you can pass that on to someone else or a group. You are being given this flow because you have been willing to do the internal work in this last year. And part of the grace that comes when you are in the flow is always to be passed on, to be given away. Recognize that you are always in co-creation. You do a lot of the work and we help you. And that help is for all who seek it. Even sometimes when you don't feel yourself seeking it, you get that help anyway. Imagine how wonderful it would feel if you had an excess to give it to someone who was struggling. Keep in mind the gifts that flow your way this coming year. Find your gratitude. Rejoice and celebrate the flow. And remember that you had a lot of help getting there. And that in turn, you are being asked to help others. This is a great time in the lives of human beings. You have chosen to be a part of this. You wanted to be here now. Acknowledge that for yourself. And recognize what you are giving to the collective. How your very presence in this world, in your life, uplifts, expands, and creates more stability and foundation for the collective to thrive, to change as it must change. All the internal changes you've worked so hard to create in your own life will reverberate out through the collective. Be kind to yourself and remember to celebrate your life. No matter what is going on in your life today, honor it, for it is sacred. It is yours.